Hey guys, this is Imp from Black Talent Gaming. I want to welcome you to yet another episode of Best Settlement Defense. Today, I'm going to be building what I would like to call the Krepost. Krepost. I have no idea how to speak Russian, so I'm not going to even attempt it. But I will go ahead and give you a little bit of an idea of what it is I'm trying to build, what exactly a Krepost is. Krepost, we're just going to say Krepost because I'm not sure exactly how they would pronounce it. Is a Slavic word that's found in several East Slavic and South Slavic languages that means fortress, essentially. And a fortress, very specifically, Krepost has been used in reference to a large-scale defensive fortifications being built on the frontier, or excuse me, large-scale defensive fortifications being built near the front line, in a war, and as well as small-scale defensive fortifications that kind of combine both a barracks and a bunker of some sort. Kind of combine that, and it's usually been built in a town near the frontier, near the Siberia, where Russia was expanding at one point. So the idea behind this is the Krepost is a defensive fortification on the borders of my kingdom. Here we are at Sunshine Tidings Co-op. We've expanded a little bit further out here, but pretty much everything south of that is still kind of wild and crazy. And there's definite, Fort Helgen over there, and then further, you can't quite see it, but there's the Nuka World stuff is right over there. So I would reckon this would be the frontier for my character in this campaign, what have you. The second thing is that it has to have combined elements both of a fortification as well as a barracks / living space. So you're going to see something similar, similar to the barracks kind of building that I built in, what have you, the name. Oh gosh, similar to the barracks building that I built in Caldera Outpost, which is the conquest outpost that I built near Drumlin Diner. In that it will have beds, living stuff, water, and then the top level will have some defensive fortifications. But it's going to look a lot more professional than that. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and lay the groundwork and begin construction. Alright, so at this stage, I've set the foundation for the Krepost. It's going to be a 2x4, so it's going to be 8 cells. So, I imagine there'd probably be about 6 beds and then a couple storage things. I kind of had some clipping issues on this side, so I placed a little support there just for the purpose of immersion. You don't have to do that. In fact, if you want to make it as ugly as possible just to be as cheap as possible, that's totally your prerogative. But anyhow, this is I decided to put it kind of to the southeast of the to the southeast of Sunshine Co-op, and right here next to what was an outhouse. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put another toilet in there. What I'm thinking I'm actually gonna do is just stick a turret on the roof right there. I think that would be pretty cool. But anyhow, now that I've got the foundation laid, I'm going to go ahead and install the walls and work on the second level. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead and I've taken the foundation and added to it. I've got the basic superstructure of the building completed, and I'm about to give you just a tiny tour. Then I'm going to add the final touches, the furniture and all that. All the furnishings. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So as you can see here, it is 2 stories with a kind of a penthouse looking type thing on the top, only that's not a penthouse. That is actually a defensive posting. So let's go ahead and go in the first floor. Alright, so here we have on the first floor a mudroom, and in a mudroom or a day room, well, day room and a mudroom in a barracks are not the same thing, but the mudroom is where you stomp out your boots and whatnot, and like if anything's fucking nasty, you store it in the mudroom or whatever, and then later on you can, well, you have to clean all that shit anyhow, but that's where you would do it or whatever to prevent from yourself from getting the rest of the barracks dirty or what have you. All right, but attached to the mudroom is going to be a generator room, utility room. Maybe I'll store some other crap in here, but for now it's mostly just storing the generators. If we go to the second level, the wiring is not yet complete. I ran out of copper, but this is going to be the main barracks. I'm going to have 4 beds aligned up against this wall, and I'm going to have weapons and armor storage right over here. And then the top level is going to be the kind of the defensive fortifications of the facility. So in addition to 1 turret here, 3 turrets up there, I'm going to have 2 guard standpoints here, guard posts here, as well as this guard position here. But yeah, that's what I've got so far. So yeah, give me a second and I'll show you what it looks like when it's fully furnished. Alright guys, so I finally finished my build for this Krepost, which is essentially just a border fort on the outskirts of my territory. Let's go ahead and take a look. You've already seen pretty much everything there is to it. I've just added, you know, some stuff. In the day room, I've added a metal box for storing whatever. Added some stim packs and shit here. We go upstairs, I've added beds with a foot locker, and each person has their own wall locker. That looks pretty good, right? That looks pretty decent. Right over here we have a box for extra uniform items, and we have 2 ammo canisters. Oh, that one's supposed to have a little bit of ammo in it, you know. I'm trying to think, but I don't think I've ever seen an NPC defending that has actually taken ammo from a box. So I'm not sure what good that does. But yeah, if this place got, if I found that happened, I would put ammo boxes at every single, you know, one of these defensive posts or whatever. That would only make sense. I did a little bit of spring cleaning around the entirety of Sunshine Co-op. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my Krepost build. It's a barracks and a fortress in one. And it's pretty freaking awesome. I think it looks really good. If you have any comments, questions, or just anything you'd like to say, go ahead and feel free to leave it below. I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and all that junk. And I'll see y'all next week.